Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. I'm going to review 4 Shodo box toys. I think they're all Digimon. These 3 are. I think she is too. Now, Shodo box typically are, well, they normally are 1/18 scale. I suspect these are smaller, and one of my viewers has said that they are smaller than 1/18. Maybe they're their own funky scale. So let's see what scale they are and what they can match with. Let's start with the 3 that I know are Digimon first. Are there any numbers on them? Doesn't say 1, 2, or 3. Okay, let's just go in this order. This strange beetle-looking beast. First of all, there is a little open here part here. Okay. Oh, this one's number 3. That number's inside. Okay, and if you're not sure about Shodo or don't know about Shodo, they have instructions printed inside the box, so you have to follow where the perforated lines are. And then you can open your box out and you can look at the instructions. Well, he's not 1/18. He might scale well for 1/24 possibly. And I'm going to need my knife to open this. Let me just grab my knife and back in a second. Okay, let's get these open and built and see what he is like. Or it is like, perhaps. I have no idea what gender this is. So we have a rather big beetle shell. This is a beetle shell. We have a leg with just the ankle articulation. And the opposite side with the same. We have a, what's that, head? It's got a mouth. It's got a neck articulation, looks like. Then we have an arm. The arm only has the shoulder. Another arm. And then another arm. That's an insect, I guess. It should have 6 limbs. And 1 more. So it looks to be limited articulation. So how does this go together? Let's have a look. So it all fits on this. So the small ones fit in here. Okay. Wrong way. Okay, let's get this right. Well, that's uber stiff, but isn't. And then the long ones come behind. Okay. Oops. He does look really quite cool, I have to say, but he's definitely not 1/18 scale. He could be 1/18 scale, just not a very big monster though. And then we have the little legs that come on. With a satisfying click, but that is really quite stiff, not easy for a child to... Whoa! Didn't go in! Need to go to the gym more, I think. Let's try again. Choose my thumb instead. There we go. Okay. He's really, I like him a lot. He's really cool, but he's just a strange scale. And then his shell goes on the back. Pretty cool. Okay, next one is the guy, whatever he is, no idea. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's number 2, so in reverse order. Now he looks like he's 1/18. The legs are really close. His legs are quite long. That's nice. But maybe I'm completely wrong, but I'll know in a second. Where's the perforation? Is here? Yeah, okay. So he is closer to 118 looking than that, because if you look at the legs there, the legs are almost, or probably as tall as he is, just about as the first one. But the arms do look a bit short for 118, but we will see very briefly. So arms, a little short perhaps, but they do have bicep articulation, I can see, and there will be shoulder articulation. I have no idea what that purple thing is. Well, that's his other arm with some armor on. Okay. Then these sort of wing things. I do like Shodo toys. They're relatively cheap. Let me rephrase that. They're actually quite expensive if you're not in Japan. China's pretty reasonable, but you know, it's a shame we can't get it more readily and cheaper. He's got ankle and knee articulation, and there'll be articulation from the hips as well. And last bits to come out. Okay, let's see, how does he go? So, yeah, he's a bit small for your 118 perhaps, but still pretty decent scale. Let me take that back. He's going to be too big for 124 as well, maybe. Oh, that is so stiff. Let's try again. Pop these little things off first, they're getting in the way. Okay, that's better. Okay, one. Oh, two. Whew. Yeah, too short. Unfortunately, you could use him, I guess, but he would look a bit out of place. And it's not easy to put some of these limbs in. You know what? Let me just pause this, get this done, and then I'll come back in a second. Okay, he is done. Definitely not 118 scale, unfortunately. I'll do a comparison with some other scale action figures, 118 and otherwise, after, to get an idea of what scale he actually is. Bit disappointing, because I do like the Shodo box 118 scale stuff, but he does look cool nevertheless. Not sure about all this paraphernalia around him. We'll look at articulation later as well. Which should be number one, I guess. This looking dog thing with missiles on the sides. Let's have a look. Now, he looks quite chunky, to be fair. Let's see. So we have in the first one, what is this piece of card in here? I think there's something on the other side. Well, they've kept it on card, I guess, to keep it stronger. Wings or something. Legs, front, I think. Back, maybe. Body. Well, these are back legs rather. Back leg with the missiles and the head. This looks to be quite a good size, but let's see. So that is the tail. Which way around? That way. Okay. Head fits on there. Why is it so tough? It's not the fact that it's tough, and this is a joint, and this is a joint. So they both want to move while you're trying to stick it on, and I don't. You know what? I'm going to do it again off camera because it's going to take too long, I think, boring you guys, and showing he's done. So again, back in an instant for you. Okay, he is done. Let's go for the last one. See, I have to pause the camera for this one too. That head was way too tough. I had to heat it up in hot water eventually to make it fit on. I could not force it, you know. It's like, oh, that is really quite tough. She's from a different series. She's number 2. I think she's Digimon 2, but maybe I am wrong. And again, she's going to be the same scale as him, not 118 or too big for 124. Let's have a look in this in a moment. It's a shame because she looks really quite cool. Just the scale is just not really compatible with anything else that I've got. Maybe all the Shodo ones I got recently are different scale. I'll find out when I review the other ones in a few days, perhaps. Okay, so we have the wings. Are they? That's a strange connection. Did they come apart? Not sure how that works. We have the body with the head. We have leg 1, leg 2, arm 1 and 2. Not sure what that is. We have, looks like a stand maybe, and then whatever that last part is inside there as well. Okay, let's have a look. So it says put legs on first. Which one? This one goes on that one now. Okay. So far so good, not too difficult. Okay, and put the stand into the back as well. Let's just do that for the time being. She looks bigger than him. But the stand looks like it's a bit tough. No, that's okay. Okay, stand is in. And then we have head is on already. Oh, I see. All this little pink thing here is to protect the peg on the wings. That's quite smart. The peg doesn't go very far in, unfortunately. Well, maybe I'm lying. The one does. The other one doesn't want to go as far. Let's put head back on. Okay. We turn around. How is that going to fit on there? This part is for her foot so she can stand up easier. Okay, I guess she's gonna be a bit heavy. This part is supposed to go, yeah, I don't know if I like that part. Let's try anyway to cut this off. And my table is glass, so using this knife is not going to damage my table, fortunately. This is supposed to go like, sort of like this. And then the arm, Let's just put our arms in first, I think. Okay, which arm goes where? Should be the same side, okay. She's really nice looking. It's the shame, again, the scale is just not a standard scale that we normally get for action figures. Maybe they're trying to make their own new standard. Okay. So she goes something like this. Okay, that pink thing is not on very well, but who cares? Okay, let's have a quick look at articulation. So this guy, first of all, just shoulder joints on all his arms, and he has an ankle joint on his legs, and he has a head joint, and his shell can move a little bit too. He's pretty cool. I've got use for him, even if he's not that big. He still can be a little monster. This guy here, he has bicep, he has shoulder, but there's little wing things getting away on both sides. Hips don't go out, forwards not very far because the wing things. Has a decent knee bend, he gets 90, and he has an ankle articulation, small turn on the ankle, so you can get a small dorsal flexation and a small tippy toe, and you can turn from his knees as well. This, not a dog, it's a dragon or robot dragon, is pretty cool. He's got loads of articulation, so he has head and neck. Sorry, does this guy have head and neck? Yeah, he has head and neck. He can turn and dip. Head and neck, but no jaw. Legs go forwards on the hips slightly, and in and out, because on the ball, he's got a elbow and he's got ankle. Back legs, again, the same. He also has mid-waist articulation too. So he's pretty damn cool. And I've got use for him as well. I reckon I could paint him up like a robot sci-fi space dragon with missiles on his front legs. Oops. And then the woman, let's take off this part. The angel, she can turn her head, but her hair gets in the way of the wings. The wings can tilt a little bit. Arms come off very easy. Arms go up, and she has a bicep bend, which is about 90 degrees. Legs do go out, and they all go out to quite far. Forwards, sculpt gets nowhere to go out. Backwards not very good. Knee bend gets about 90 degrees. There's nothing on her ankles. I'm a bit disappointed. The scale, yeah, that's disappointing. And also, I think there's so much detail on these, and like the wings and this and the other, that you lose so much articulation. These are definitely far more display pieces than some of the other bits I've had previously from the Shodo box stuff. And if I take this out her back, will she stand up? I don't think she will. Her legs are quite weak in the joints, and she's quite heavy in the wings. Oh, she can. Ooh. She can stand up. Okay, so let's look at scale, get an idea. So I will use, who shall I use? Let me use a 124 first. I think it's 124. This is a hexagear early government. You see they're way bigger than her. That could scale as a monster or as an angel or something. And this one will scale pretty well as a monster. Maybe. Maybe, but it's not really a workable scale. Let's look at 118. Let me use the one I just reviewed. Fortnite Links. She is so close. She's got to be like 120 scale perhaps. She's so close to working with this figure. But not quite. It's a shame. This guy, he keeps falling backwards. Yeah, he's not going to work. He's smaller again. He does not want to stand up straight. There we go. He's too small. The sort of robot dragon, that works. The little bug can be a monster again. That kind of works. But the actual people figures, they don't work, which is a real shame because these are nice looking Shodo toys. A bit cartoony perhaps, but a bit of paint work, and actually then these two look exceptionally good. But I'm just a bit disappointed in the scale of these. Never mind. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I am signing out saying please like, share, and if you haven't done so already, subscribing. Click on the notification icon, subscribe. And I'll be back to any more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Check out the other content, I've got loads. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.